Hello, my lovely Taurus, and welcome to your general reading. This is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, do remember, if you do enjoy this, to please like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, all that other great stuff. It would mean a lot to me. It does help my channel grow, and it is completely free. I apologize for not being here recently. I have been ill, and so have my children, but if you are new, welcome back. And if you are returning, welcome back. We are going to go ahead and do a past, present, future with this deck. We will use another tarot deck for your challenge card and 3 oracle decks to kind of clarify. Then we will use the typical tarot deck to see where you will be going in the future here for a moment. So hopefully all of that will be resonating with you. So let's see what we've got for you. Alrighty, if you could let us know what Taurus has coming, please. What do we have going on for our beautiful Taurus, please? All right, let's see what we've got for you today. All right, so we have, wow, big energy here. All right, so we've got some 4 of Cups energy. I do feel like for many of you, you guys are coming out of a situation where you're over it, you're done, you're tired of people telling you what to do. Maybe you're tired of a relationship or a job situation, family members, whomever this is, whatever the situation may be. I think you're just tired of either being pushed around, you're tired of being manipulated, or you're really just tired of somebody trying to control you, right? You're just at that point. It's basically that time for you. You're like, this is no longer serving me. I feel like it's time for me to kind of take back some control of myself, my life, whether it's at your job and you want to be able to have a little bit more creative license, you feel like you're being used and abused, taken for granted, whether it's in your relationship and you feel the same in that capacity, whatever it may be. I do feel like you're kind of at the end of your rope. You're pretty much just done with the nonsense. And I do feel like you're, for some reason, really empowered right now, okay? Because I see this Ace of Swords, and I feel like this is 110% your energy, okay? I don't feel like this is somebody else's energy. I feel like this is your energy, right? You are ready to battle it out if you have to get out, right? So if you've got to go fight 10 other people for this other job you want to get out of your current position, whether it's at the same company for a higher position, whether it's a different company and you want a different position, whether this is, to battle to get out of this relationship, because you have to go to divorce court, or you're going to battle over, separating things because you've been in a long-term relationship, or whether, whatever it may be. I feel like you're tired of it. Okay. And if this is something where you're in a relationship that you are wanting to salvage, but you're tired of being treated like, I'm tired of listening to the gaslighting, the bull crap, the nonsense, or being talked down to like I'm less, or being put on the back burner, or whatever it may be that you are just really fed up with. I feel like you are at that point for whatever reason. I'm done, right? You're like, listen, this is ultimatum time almost for you. You're ready to throw down. I mean, I'm getting that big power thinking energy. You're like, listen, I am too intellectual, too in control mentally to allow this to continue, right? Because the swords here it's a mind card, right? It's mental. You are mentally on top, right? You know that you don't deserve to be treated like this. And it's not an emotional thing. It's, listen, I know what I have to offer. I know what I bring to the table. It's like you've had this sudden epiphany almost of self-worth. And it could be brought up. Maybe somebody has shown their interest in you at another job. Maybe somebody's shown their interest in you in a romantic sense. Maybe something like that has caused this to happen. Maybe there was a catalyst in some way. But I feel like this is something where it is a newfound kind of listen. I don't know if it's maybe it could just be the change in the atmosphere. I mean, we're looking at solar eclipses coming. We've had full moons left and right. We've had shifts, in the atmosphere out of cycles this year. I mean, lots of changes, right? And people are feeling like this is the year of me. This is the time of me. And I'm seeing this here for whatever reason, whether it's just a general feeling for you or whether there's a catalyst that caused this, I can't say, but I can tell you that in looking at this, you are feeling very intellectual, very powerful, and very much like you're not putting up with anyone's crap at all anymore. Okay. You're willing to say, no, I will walk. I will tell you what you will not like me to tell you. I will put you in your place. I will put you down. You will not talk to me in this way anymore. You will not backburner me anymore. You will not take advantage of me anymore. And I don't care if that's a friend. I don't care if that's a toxic family member. I don't care if it's a work situation. I don't care if it's a relationship. I don't care what it is. You're done. Okay. You're done being treated like that. You're at that point where it's like, listen, it's come to a halt. It's come to a head, right? It's that time. Boom. Okay. Either they're going to change, fix it, or you're bouncing, you're done, right? And I really feel like you're going to be given ultimatums if you haven't already, okay? Because this is in the present, and you may have already laid that down before you went on, Easter break. Maybe you were like, you know what? Listen, this is where I am. So either handle it or that's it, right? So I feel like when you do that, right? When you put that down, right, as the kind of boss, the boss that you are, which is what's happening. You are bossing up, right? You are bossing up and making these people treat you the way that you've always deserved to be treated, but now you are making sure of it. I do think that one of two things, this Emperor energy is someone else's energy. I feel that, okay? I definitely feel that. But what am I feeling? And I cannot say for sure. Maybe we'll get some clarification on this, but I feel like either one of two things. Now, either this is going to be your person that you're already dealing with, Emperor energy, right? Where they are going to pull through, okay? And they are going to cowboy up, man up, boss up, girl up, whatever it may be, Emperor up, right? They're going to step up. They're going to take control. They're going to say, hey, I'm going to do what I'm going to do because I am going to fix this for you, right? I'm going to fix this. I don't want to lose you, whether it's at work, a job, a relationship, whatever. I won't lose you. I will be the emperor that I need to be to handle business. Or secondary, they're going to pull the whole situation where they're like, you know what? Not going to do it. And somebody else is going to come in and be that person for you. New emperor, new job offer, where they treat you like a queen, right? Big emperor energy, better, bigger and better, right? Or this is going to be a new relationship coming into you, big emperor energy, bigger, better, treating you the way you know you deserve to be treated. And it's all going to start with this, right? Because once you're putting out those big energy vibes, I'm not taking anybody's crap. I know my worth. I'm not taking any less than my worth. And if you come at me with less than my worth, I'm going to stomp a hole on you. Bye-bye. This is what you're going to get back, okay? Now, whether this is your person you have now or whether this is going to be a replacement person, I can't say yet. So let's take a look and see. But first, let me take a quick look here and see what your challenge card will be, okay? Can we get our challenge card for our Tauruses, please? See what we're looking at for our Tauruses. Alrighty. Challenge card. See what our Taurus challenge card is going to be. Whoop. Sorry about that. All right. All right, so we have the 7 of Cups challenge card, and I do think that is a great challenge to actually have, okay? Because that challenge is tons of opportunity, tons of choices, tons of options. And for those of you who don't like to make decisions, and I'm one of those people myself, I flip a coin at a drive-thru to decide what I want to eat that day, okay? And I'm extremely picky, so it's like one of two things every time anyway. But for some of you, that's like a nightmare to have tons of options, right? You're like, no, I don't want tons of options, right? But you'd much rather have a zillion options, correct, than 0. Okay. So you don't want to be back here where you were stuck maybe in a situation where you felt like, gosh, I'm so sick and tired of being treated like crap, talked down to, used and abused, overshadowed, whatever it may have been at whatever relationship we're talking about here, whether it's a work one, a family one, a relationship, whatever it may be, right? You don't want to be in that relationship, right? You would rather have these tons of options, right? Where you can say, I can really pick what I want. Now I have the ability to say, hey, what do I want to have? Do I want this kind of job? Do I want that kind of job? Do I want this kind of person? Do I want that kind of person? Do I want to stick around and give this person another chance? And I think this is going to be your biggest challenge for most of you. I think there's going to be some promises on the table. I think there's going to be some new options on the table. that see you're not playing around, because when you start reflecting that big boss energy, people are going to be attracted to you. Bottom line, period. Whether it's in a work position or whether it's at a personal level, definitely going to happen. So you're going to get some options outside of whatever we're talking about here. That's number one. But number two, I think you're going to get some empty promises. I don't want to say empty because, like I said, I don't know whether or not this is your person, your job, your situation, whatever, right here. But I do think you are going to get some promises. Okay. I do think that when you throw out that ultimatum, whatever it may be, like, you know what, shape up or ship out kind of situation, I do think that you are going to get the, okay, I'm going to change. Don't leave the job. Don't leave the relationship. Don't leave the whatever, right? I think you're going to get that. The question is, you know, are you going to stick around and let some really good opportunities pass you by for something that may just be empty promises? That's going to be your biggest challenge. Okay. You have to decide how much you trust the person that's saying, no, I'll change, over should I just scrap it and start anew? And I think a lot of that's going to have to do with you as well. How long you've been dealing with this situation, you know, have you kind of given them sort of ultimatum before? Have you kind of gone through certain things before? Maybe not as tough, maybe not as serious as you are now, but maybe you've tried to talk to them about things before and they've made empty promises. Maybe you've tried to say, hey, listen, this isn't working before, and they've said, I'll change, and they've not. Okay. So a lot of it may have to do with your personal track record. Okay. And if you know yourself that this is a person, this is a situation, this is a boss, this is a fiance, this is a boyfriend, girlfriend, this is a best friend, whatever it may be, that has told you 1,000 times that they'll change, and they might for 5 minutes and then right back to doing the same old thing, then you already know that this is somebody new. And this really isn't that much of a challenge to you, because you already know, even if they come at you with those empty promises, you know your best bet is probably not to miss the new opportunities coming, right? Because it's 9 times out of 10 probably going to be likely they're coming at you with empty promises again, right? I mean, now this time you are coming with bigger energy. You are more serious, I feel like. I feel like I'm seeing you are definitely more in charge. You're more in control. You're a whole new person this time. You're like, I mean it this time. Like, I'm not playing around. Maybe you thought I was joking last time. Maybe you took that for granted. Maybe you thought I was playing a game, but I'm not. And so maybe they really are this time like, okay, hold on, wait a minute. I really don't want to lose this person. It may be a little bit different, but still, if a person will let you come close to walking multiple times, the chances that they probably would not be that bad without letting you walk this time. Again, you know, that's something you can take as kind of information, right? You kind of know where they stand, what their typical actions are like, more than I would, right? That would kind of help you know whether is this somebody new that's coming in, something new opportunity-wise, big boss energy, or is this you're making it work, they're stepping up, right? And for most of you, to be honest with you, I'm getting the vibe that you already know. You've already been through this so many times. That's why you're not trying to hear it, because maybe you're already kind of giving off that vibe, and they're already kind of giving that shut you down. Yeah, right, whatever, sure, I'll fix it. And you're kind of already like, I've heard it all 1,008 times. I've heard you promise that raise, that job promotion, that whatever, 1,000,000 times. I've heard you promise that you'll change in this relationship 1,000,000 times. And maybe you do for a half second, and then it's gone. So I don't know that this is a huge challenge for most of you, but sometimes when you're faced with, do I actually cut ties with this for something new that you don't know much about? That's scary, right? The unknown is scary. So let's go ahead and pull a psychic energy card on your Four of Cups. See what kind of energy we've got going on for you here. What kind of energy do we have for our Taurus, please? What kind of psychic energy do we have for our Taurus, please? Ooh, we got a jumper here. All right, so we have harmony. And I think that's exactly what you're looking for here, right? You're done with the non-harmonious situations. You're not hearing it anymore. You're not going to hear the false promises. You're not going to hear the talking down to. You're not going to hear the manipulation. You're not hearing anything that is not 100% peace and harmony, right? That's what you want. You're done. You know you deserve it. You mentally know it. You physically know it. You are just done with it, right? And this is all you're going for. And this is all you're going to put up with. And I think that's probably something you should have you know, you already knew, but now you've hit that sweet spot where you're like, now's the time, right? So good for you. And the number 6 is on there. So June may be your month, right? Might be something big in June. Maybe even April 6th might be something coming up. If you've got something going on around that date, big time. Okay. So let's see what we've got here in our moon deck on the 7 of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Big energy here. Let's see what we've got for our lovely Taurus on this to give us some advice here for our lovely Taurus, please. Alrighty, let's see what we got here for our Taurus. The masculine. And the masculine in this particular deck is about taking control of everything, okay? It's not like the power card or the sovereign card, which is more like kind of taking back your control or your power that you have over yourself. It's more like actually taking control of your entire situation. And this card is really, really a good fit for this because this is about you, being the Ace of Swords energy. So you know your superpower energy, right? You know you're strong, you know you're confident, you are ready to go, right? You are not putting up with anybody's crap anymore. You're taking control. You are taking the power away from anybody else, putting it back on you, and you are going to only allow what is basically respectful and within your boundaries that you accept, right? That's it. And that's exactly where you should be. But it's also saying that when these options come at you, you're going to take control of, you know, choosing the option that is going to be the best in your world, right? For you, to move you forward, to make your life better. And I think, again, a lot of that is going to come from your personal experience, your history, you know, because I do think that is going to be something where you're going to get both an opportunity to have the chance to stay, where people are going to make promises that they will change or will fix the problems. And I think you're going to have outside opportunities too. I do, whether it's work, whether it's romance, whether it's all of the above. I definitely do think those are coming for you 100%. But I think that the big thing is you have to decide what is going to behoove you moving forward the most, okay? And again, that's going to be something that you know best, right? You know how many times you've laid it all out for this person, situation, and how many times they may or may not have, you know, paid you any mind, listened to you, cared about your, what you were saying, you know, heard your, you know, actual problems, issues, concerns, you know, and taken it into consideration, or whether they just disregarded, that kind of thing, because that's going to really decide where that Emperor energy comes from. And that Emperor energy is what's perfect for you moving forward, because that's a matched energy. You're the masculine, you're strong, you're powerful, you're picking what you want in your world, and you want a matched energy, right? You want a good balanced energy, and you're that strong, powerful energy. You want a good Emperor energy matching up. That's the kind of energy that is huge, that's powerful, that causes successful power couple type situation, or successful work teams type situation, right? That's what you need. So just, you will know, I think you will know the situation, what's the best to do based on kind of what you've been through with this person or situation before. But I think you'll have your choice, to be honest with you. You're going to have every option you want: something new, something old, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. So let's see what we've got here on the general advice card to kind of close you out here on this portion. And then we'll draw 3 cards here out of the typical deck to see what we've got in the future here over the next few months, to see what we've got going for you, okay? So let's see on your Emperor here what we've got in general advice here for your, my lovely Taurus. For you, my lovely Taurus. Ooh, you're my, oh goodness. Okay. And see what we can find for you. All right, so we have here, the collective field is impacting you, unseen forces in action. How can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? Sorry, I'm on so much allergy medications and whatnot that I am like, I had a sinus infection and the flu at the same time. So sorry about that. It's also, you can hear me, I'm kind of like, anyway, so my vision is a little blurry here. But anyway, obviously, the universe is working in your favor. I definitely think that is part of why you are finally getting that burst of, I can do this. I'm tired of being taken advantage of. I've got my Ace of Swords energy and I'm moving forward for me. That is the universe working in your favor, working on your behalf. I also truly believe that the energy of this options here, while it may seem to be something for many of you that is going to be kind of a challenge because you may feel like you're torn, you know, do I do something that I've never tried before, job-wise, relationship-wise, whatever, a new person, or do I stick with the one who's now promising things and they're really making it seem like it's going to happen? You know, that may be difficult for some of you. I do feel like you kind of deep down, if you dig deep, you will know what's best. And I think the universe is putting things in your path to kind of really give you that gut instinct to let you know, right? And again, when it's saying here, how can you relinquish control of the situation that feels blocked? Again, when you're feeling confused, when you're feeling stressed, you have to ask yourself, why don't I know? Okay. Why is this not a no-brainer when this person says, hey, I'll give you everything you've asked for? Why is that not a no-brainer? If it's the person you've already been with and you're giving them an ultimatum and they say they'll give it to you, why is it not a no-brainer? If it's not a no-brainer, it's because you don't trust them, right? It's because they've probably promised something before, probably told you something before and not made good on it, and you know they might do it again, right? And that should tell you right there that maybe one of the other opportunities has been put there by the universe for a reason so that you can move forward, release to receive something better. The universe is conspiring for you to have a more harmonious situation, okay? And your emperor, right, gender neutral, is going to be there for you. This is going to work out fantastically for you as long as you listen to your instinct, your gut, right? The universe is kind of leading you that way. It's telling you, you've got to decide what's best for you. And you know, deep down, you feel it, right? So follow that and you won't lead yourself wrong. Okay. Because you'll know. I think you guys already know, that if it was to present itself, you know, if you give an ultimatum and this was to present itself, you would say yes. But if that was to present itself, you'd say, mm-mm. Or if they came out with I'll split the diff and we'll give you this or that, you'd be like, no dice, right? You kind of know where you stand, I think, for most of you. So let's pull 3 cards here to see where you might be going over the next few months. Just a general, loose kind of idea, something to look forward to here. 1, 2, and 3. And let's see here. So I do see the three of Swords, the Strength card, and the Knight of Cups. So I do feel like for a lot of you, you are going to have some bittersweet. I do think you may have to go through a split up if this is a relationship situation with you, or maybe it's leaving a job and, leaving friends behind, family members, whatever that you really enjoyed. I do think you are going to be making a move forward with new things. I definitely see that for you. However, that's going to take a crap ton of strength, and it's going to show a crap ton of strength, right? Anytime you're trying something new, it's the unknown, you're trying something new, super strength is required, but I think that you've got that. I know that you have that. That Ace of Swords energy is like you are cowboying up, like I am ready, right? I am no longer anybody else's sounding board, or, I'm anybody else's, to be used, abused, to be taken for granted. I'm living for me from now on, right? So you've already harnessed your strength, and I think you're going to continue to build on that strength, I think, going forward. And I think that's what you're here for. But the big thing here is this Knight of Cups is letting me know that I do feel like there's going to be a huge opportunity coming in for you. And it's going to be a good opportunity that is slow moving. Okay. So it's not going to be rushing in maybe right away, but it's a safe, positive, opportunity that I think is going to be something that is going to fill that void, make you feel secure, make you feel happy, make you feel comfortable in your choice and your decision to leave. And I think it's going to build that strength, right? Because it's going to make you know you made a good decision, but B, when you're with the right people, right? They make you a stronger version of yourself, right? They make you a better you, okay? And I think that's what you're going to get here. And that's going to be your emperor person in the end, right? But they have to come in first as an opportunity that you recognize, accept, and build on. So don't let that go by. Again, I think the universe is going to put that person in your path as a choice. And You need to just make that choice, make the correct choice. Okay. And so keep watching out. If you see something that is really suited for you, grab it, go for it. You've got right now the strength and the power, and you've got the know-how and everything to get what you want. I mean, really all you really want is just peace, happiness, and harmony in a, you know, someone with someone. And I think that is exactly what's coming for you. Okay. So hopefully this worked out for you. If it did, please do like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. Otherwise, do check out one of the other signs, you know, as they are going up a little bit at a time. I apologize for my delay there, but otherwise I hope to see you back really soon, and I will be putting up moon readings later in the week. So hope to see you then. Bye.